Hi internet, how are you guys? So, currently masih di rumah aja. A bit tired, soalnya kita baru selesai bikin this coming out video. This time I'm gonna take you guys a little bit of a discussion and tips on how I actually style my fashion collection gitu. So it's purely based on my experience and I hope you guys can take away good things out of this. Alright? Enjoy! This time on AMOTSYAMSURIMUDA Backstage Pass. Hi internet, how are you guys? So currently masih di rumah aja, tepuk tangan, masih di rumah. So, okay wait, we like to hydrate ourselves kan. Jujur ini panas karena I actually managed to nyalain lampu. That's hot. Okay. Anyway, today aku mau ngobrolin tentang how to style your fashion collection. Okay. So today aku bakal share with you guys the story kayak behind the scene how we at AMOTSYAMSURIMUDA style our collection. I think the difference between styling a look, styling a photo shoot, and styling a collection tuh beda banget. Me personally, I think I can say that. I mean kayak to style your collection, actually sebagai designer you can always hire a fashion stylist. Tapi again juga I mean like kalau lo kayak gue yang budget, jadi I style my own collection. Even though I did had an opportunity to work with stylist for my collection, but let me share what I have in mind every time I style my collection. Okay. So do you like my look today? Aku sengaja loh rapi-rapi for you guys, like seriously. This is from my collection X Luki Otama. Anyway, okay, that's that. Okay, when it comes to style your collection, I think the first thing that you have to remember, pull it back all the way to your designing process. During your designing process, I think aku udah pernah share with you guys kan, I mean like how we here at AMOTSYAMSURIMUDA did our designing process. Our designing process itu selalu everything we design by pieces. We never design a look. I think it's a big no for us to design a look. Karena apa? Karena I think designing a look it should be like towards at the very end steps of your collection. Gitu. Buat aku, I think if you watch this YouTube channel, I think you probably know that we style the collection to usually like the night before or the day itself. I think it helped us to kayak, I like to call it not styling the collection, more like editing the collection. You edit the collection and then, I mean you start to realize that top is good, that top is work, this one doesn't work, maybe this one will work with that, try to put things together. The reason why I do so, I think is to emphasize the whole idea of my idea in every collection. Gitu. Jadi setiap collection, I have my own story to tell, and that way when we edit the collection, kita bisa like keep everything fresh and new gitu. It's like working with a 3D, like kalau kita gambar doang kan kita only design like in kertas ya. Jadi kalau when you style your own collection, it's like working with like clothes and it's a real thing, so it's very fun. That's that. Okay, anyway, what you guys wondering kayak why do I call it a collection edit? Yeah, because I don't know, I think it's the time where you as a designer, as a creative mind, able to see what works and what's not. And it's very important for the collection. Remember, every time you showcase a collection, you're gonna showcase to bunch of people, I don't know, I wouldn't say million, but I mean like a lot of people that probably udah bosan sama dunia fashion. Like they see a lot of fashion shows, they go from one fashion show to another. So if you want to showcase something boring, better not, because they will be like, ya gitu-gitu doang. Ya kan, that will not be good for your brand. Jadi I think the reason why aku suka, I like to go a little bit extra on the styling, a little bit extra on everything, because you know what, it's a fashion show. I want give people a good impression. Like, yeah, kasihan kalau mereka, okay, try to imagine a fashion journalist during the fashion week, they have to go to one show, begitu mereka harus keluar dulu, and after that go back into the same venue to watch the next show. If you guys showcasing a boring stuff, yeah, kasihan mereka. So I'm doing it for them. Gitu. Okay, during your collection edit, ini contekan gue, sumpah, this is contekan because I'm really bad like public speaking. So yeah, I have my own contekan here. Okay, during your collection edit, you have to remember you have your highlights, and then your showpiece, your off-the-rack collection, and your signature looks. I think everybody know what that all about. You know, your highlights, it's probably those pieces that are, you think, very the core of the collection itself, like what something that new to the collection. And then your showpieces is probably the one that you're gonna use to close the show, ya kan, kayak udah penutup terakhirnya tuh usually is the showpieces that actually very extra and yet memorable, but hopefully it's still very wearable. And then your off the rack pieces are something like, you know, pieces that kalian bisa langsung, you know, ready to style, something that easy, more like a plain shirt, shorts, those kind of thing, t-shirts. And you have your signature looks. Signature looks, it's, I think, you know, it's something that you have to build on as a brand. Signature look is something that, you know what your brand known for, and hopefully every time you do a fashion show, you do a collection, the signature look needs to be there. For me, my signature looks, I think people always go for this, I'm not wearing it today, like those denim jackets that I like to make, you know. I like to play with their proportion, I like to play with their washing and everything. Jadi kayak a lot of people, you know, when they think about my brand, a lot of them, not all of them, a lot of them think about the denim jackets. Gitu. Some of them like oversized, some like crop. Yeah, but I mean it's kind of more like your signature looks aja. Me personally, for us, we like to, you know, stare into 3 different aims. I think like ting 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 3 gitu. 3 because like one is to help communication. One is communication. Why communication? I think it will help you as a designer, as a creative mind, to tell your story better, to tell your story to your audience. Gitu. You know your own brand, you know your audience. That way you can translate your idea, your mood board, style it in a way that will speaks good. I wouldn't say speaks good, but understandable to your audience. Itu satu. Second is to share a fresh idea. You know, sometimes I think a lot of sometimes when you see a collection, basically badan orang itu kan ya gitu aja. We design atasan, bawahan, daleman, and so on. Tapi you know, sometimes with an interesting way to style your collection, it will lead somewhere. Gitu. Jadi I think it's very important for you to style it, to make it interesting. You know, to give something fresh to the audience. And last but not least, it will give a very cohesive feel to the collection. Gitu. Why? Because I think it's very important for them to notice the benang merah through your collection. Gitu. You know, in the collection, I think it's okay to repeat a design element, to repeat a silhouette. Tapi again, how to go from the first look to the last look and feel like it's a one cohesive collection is very important. Sometimes we can put like something a bit solid in the middle, just to blend things out. Alright, so this time I will take the opportunity, kayak sebenarnya kemarin kita udah shoot kan, I think we shoot like our Jakarta Fashion Week 2020 collection, gitu. I think this is a good example aja for me. Sebenarnya nggak good sih. I mean it's a easy example for us to talk about in this video. Ini paling lagi dimuterin videonya aja, klik aja gue kan, ntar ya dulu, kau salah bisa. Okay, let's talk about the collection. This collection, right? You know, the highlight of this collection is actually the print, the print technology, and the print itself. And our idea for this collection is actually something very useful. That's why we open this collection with like 4 different looks. Yeah, there's 4 different looks. Yang, you know, it's very simple. It's like white shirts and shorts. We are looking at the white shirt is like very like a canvas for us, and then there you go. We paste the print for the collection. The print is like one of the part of the heart of this collection gitu. Nah, so as you can see, as we move on to the 4th look, itu kita benar-benar before we transisi ke 5th look yang benar-benar all about denim, jadi we put something a bit more solid in the collection just to break the looks. So you see the jump between the 4th look to the 5th look, itu masih ada benang merahnya, which is the white shirt. Then we jump to the 6th look, we're talking about more something like what we have probably here. It's what you call that again?
5 minutes later.
Oh, signature pieces. Yeah, sampai lupa bahasanya. Anyway, so then we jump into the signature pieces of the AMOTSYAMSURIMUDA. Di sini kita masukin lah the denims, the oversize, the oversized cut and the denims. But di dalam itu juga masih kita insert di dalamnya ada printnya gitu. That's the middle section. Which the middle section is actually quite hard. Why? Because when people are watching your show, you know, they expect all this excitement from one look to another. So the mid section, you have to make sure that it's not boring. For us in AMOTSYAMSURIMUDA, we like to play the mid section to amplify a little bit more on styling. Jadi we will start with something simple. We go crazier on styling for the mid section, and we go to close the collection with more like a statement pieces. Gitu. You see that? Ini masih, so the mid section in this collection we using all the whites and the blue and the black, tapi not all black because we are keeping the blacks towards the end. Gitu. The mid section, the styling I remember are a bit more complicated than the opening and towards the end. Karena you know we want to keep people on excited about it. I think the transisi juga dari mid section to the closing section, we have like this very like from colorful print and starting to get darker and darker and darker to the darker prints, to the black, and we close the show with something a bit more dark. Talking about that juga sebenarnya ini kan it really depends on your aesthetic aja, and depend on your collection sih, more like that. Karena sometimes you want to have a collection from light to dark, or you want to have a muted collection, or you want to have like from dark to light collection. It's really up to you. And in this example, I'm using like from the light to dark collection. See, towards the end, the clothes are getting crazier and longer and longer. I think we close the 2 looks from the collection. Is actually kayak terakhirnya kita pakai long coats. You know, it's the transition from simple shirt, very boyish, to the long coat, but yet still maintaining the same identity, the same coherentness within the collection. Gitu. Yeah. So that's how pretty much we start our collection. It's complicated yet it's simple. Gitu. Sometimes the most important thing is as long as you get your message across to your audience, it's what's the most important thing. Selain styling the collection juga, I think the most important thing when you put up a show like that is actually the casting. The casting for the models, you have to make sure that you have the right models to carry the clothes. You know, not only models, if you have muses, in this case, in this collection we have oh, we only have 3 muses in this collection that for the show. You have to make sure that the muses bring something to the table that makes your collection art interesting. Talking about that juga, the makeup. I think this collection is very fun because like from the print to the makeup, it's kind of like we see the benang merah of this very artsy, and then like what's it called? Kayak coret-coret gitu, the makeup. It goes along with the clothes and the music. I think the music is equally important karena I think it will give out the mood for the collection even better. Fun fact gitu sebenarnya, actually the music that I'm going to use for this show, aku baru email mereka tadi pagi. With the music is the easiest way juga for you to get your message across. It builds up the mood, whether it's actually a dark mood, a happy mood, or something. Yeah. In this collection, aku tuh literally having a very moody, youthful, moody kind of music during the show, and towards the end, it was kind of like I wanted to have the music that feel uplifting. That makes you smile, that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel good about yourself. So that was the collection about. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, hopefully you guys can take out a lot of things out of this. Just remember, be careful when you style your collection, because you have these beautiful pieces in your collection, and you don't want to get boring over it. Sometimes I see, I wouldn't say names, but sometimes I see shows that don't really play much with their design elements, and they're just like making it looking like a uniform gitu dari awal sampai akhir. So that's quite boring. Cuman if you have the opportunity and you have the time to style your collection right, why not? I personally like to style it the night before or the day itself. So thank you so much you guys for watching. Hopefully by the time this video is up, things are better. I said that so many times, but that's okay. Yeah, so until next time, I'll see you guys. Love ya. Bye, internet.